JHK here for Fight Night Picks, and I'm joined by UFC featherweight Youssef Zalal. Youssef, it's always good to see you, man. Got a big smile on your face. What's going on?
Pretty good, man. Just got done with the gym, and I'm heading home right now as we speak.
Nice, nice. Man, Ramadan, you're in the middle of it. It's almost over. But you're in the middle of it. So how have you balanced training and all the responsibilities of your religion?
So, man, it's crazy. Like before, I used to not train in Ramadan. I used to take the month off and then come back and then like obviously focus on training again and then focus on fight. But all of a sudden everything changed. I had a fight. Like I think it was like a month before Ramadan. They confirmed that fight, and I was like, well, I can't say no. I'm fighting. I am gonna fight. And then I had to basically change my whole schedule scenario. I had to like train at night, like eat a little snack, drink or hydrate, then go train and come back, recover, and then do the same thing every day and kind of organize the training. Okay, here's my drilling, here's my mid sessions, here's my sparring. I gotta learn how to spar, obviously I can't spar with no water in me or no food in me. So that's kind of like that thing we're doing. So a few days though, I had to do it though. A few days I had to spar with no food, no water, and that was not fun. So, but yeah, man, it took a little time to get used to it. But I think there's only like 9 days or 10 days left of Ramadan, so it's kind of like it's the end of it. You know, it's like a camp. It's like when you get to the end, it's like a little hard. It gets harder and harder, and then it kind of slows down. So that's where I'm at.
Well, after Ramadan's over, you still have like 3-4 weeks until the fight, so it works out, right?
Yeah, I think it's like 24 days or something like that. But before, like last year, it was exactly like this. I finished Ramadan, and literally 3 weeks later, they were like, "Hey, you want to take this fight on 6 days' notice?" And that's when I fought Jordan Griffin.
That's right, man. It's stuff that people don't know about, man. I think if you don't talk about it, they don't know about it. So there's some other struggles.
Yeah, actually, you're the first one that asked me. Nobody asked me like, "Oh yeah, you do Ramadan?" I was like, "Yeah, I do Ramadan." I was like, "Yeah, of course." I was like, "I'm a Muslim." And then that's when I kind of like, yeah, not a lot of people know about it. Not a lot of people even know what Ramadan is, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, when I was growing up, when I was younger, I had a neighbor that's the first time I was exposed to Ramadan, because my neighbor, there was two roommates. They were from Yemen, I believe. And man, they used to hook it up though at night. Like I used to go to their apartment and be like, "Let's get
this."
did."
That's the best food. Like if you have an Arab friend, go to Ramadan when the sun goes down.
Yeah.
The best food you can have.
For sure. I know. I experienced it, man. That's my first exposure to Ramadan. I was just like, man, you guys be hooking that up. I got to get over there. And they're like, come over. They're so friendly too, man. Like during Ramadan, you would think that they would be kind of like, because they don't get to eat and drink. But man, they're so friendly, man. They enjoy it. I loved it.
Yeah, again, it's like it depends who you got.
Yeah.
If you got the good ones, you're good.
Yeah.
But if you get some angry ones, you get angry quick.
Yeah, for sure. Now, between your last two fights, I saw that you visited Morocco, man. How was that trip and the media over there?
Man, it was awesome. It was I went there, and then the media messaged me, and they're like, "Hey, how long you in town for?" I literally went there for a week. My sister was like, "Hey, I'm getting engaged. I want you to come." I was like, "Oh God!" Like I was gonna come for a week. I was like, "I don't know about that. Like if I want to come to Morocco, I want to stay for like more than a week, basically." And then she convinced me to go, and me and my wife went. And then literally as soon as I landed there, she's like, the media texted me and they're like, "How long you staying here?" I was like, "Oh, I only have a week." And they came to my house, and it was pretty cool, man. And walking in the street, people recognized me and stuff like that. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, man, I love it, man. I love hearing that, man. I love that people can go back to their country and they know who they are, and it's worldwide, man. You gotta believe it. You gotta understand that, right?
Yeah, man. It's pretty cool to see. Like it's almost motivation for these guys. They're like they want to be in the same shoes you. So it's like when I go in there and I see these guys, and I was like, this is me. This is me in a story. This is my path. This is where I was at, and this is where it all started and begins and still going.
Definitely. Now, you're heading into this fight against Sean Woodson, man, with the full camp. Your last two fights have been just roller coaster ride, right? Just like you're preparing for this guy steps in, and then you step in on his shoulders for the guy that you were supposed to fight the last fight. Like, what was that like for yourself?
Man, it was crazy. It definitely a lot. I'm glad that. I mean, I'm not happy that the performance that he went with, but I mean, I am kind of happy that he kind of put my mental part in a different stage. So it's kind of like it taught me a lot, and that's what I want. I wanted to learn from mistakes. The small mistakes and like the big mistakes, whatever it is. And I'm very happy to learn from that and go into this fight as focused as I can be, and as not have to worry about so much. That takes a lot of pressure off, and I'm very happy that I kind of just went through the whole little journey right there for the last two fights.
The last two fights, you're probably in some positions that were maybe new to you or uncomfortable for you. You probably learned from those spots, right?
Definitely, man. It's like, man, I'm 24. The sky's the limit, man. I'm learning day by day, and it's to get that experience. Yeah, it sucks that you're gonna learn it in the UFC. What it is, what it is. But hey, man, I'm just blessed enough to go in there and go kick some ass June 5th.
Definitely. Well, Sean Woodson's your upcoming opponent. He's coming off his first pro loss to Julian Erosa. What did you think about that fight and how it played out?
Man, that was back and forth. That was a hell of a fight. It's like, it's crazy how long he is for that division. So it's like, it's very awkward, like to kind of even think about, to be like, oh yeah, he's like, I think he's like 6'2", something like that. It's very greedy guy, like very tough, like grit, like very, very tough. So it's kind of like, it's very hard to fight those guys, and you got to be very smart, and you just got to make it a fight. And I think that's what Julian Rosa did. But man, John Woodson is a tough little MF, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 6'2". The reach is incredible. And have you ever faced anybody like even 6 foot in the past?
Yeah, actually, I had that. This is the second time somebody asked me, but if you look at my career, I fought in a private show, and so there was no cameras or anything. But it was against a guy named Clay Weimer. He was like 6 foot tall. Oh my God, it was like the awkwardest fight I ever been into. It was something different. I'll tell you that. I was like, wow.
Yeah, but you got the submission second round. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah,
MMA
I ended up
Mayhem or
with
something like that.
Yeah, I ended up with a second round submission.
Yeah, so when you look at a guy like that, so tall, so long, there must be some advantages for yourself too. You know what I mean? With the angles that you can pick up in the striking department. Are there holes in defenses like that?
Oh, definitely, man. I mean, there's holes in my game. There's holes in his game. That our goal is to, as a team, to fix our to get better at our holes and really focus on us, and then go focus on the game plan. But yeah, man, definitely there's a lot of holes that we trying to go for basically, and then I got to get better on my fixing all the mistakes that I have to fix.
So anything you felt like you need to switch up from your last fight, during this camp or even before you got into the camp?
To be honest, mainly it's my mentality going into fights. I feel like I'm being too nice. I don't know why. It's like it was a lot of talk. It's a lot of talk with my coaches and all that stuff, and we're figuring it out. We get into a mental state that's it's kill or be killed basically. And that's what I wanted, and that's what I said. It's like I'm happy that the last two fights kind of helped the way to get to my mental part, and I'm very excited to see where this one's gonna be at.
For sure, man. You have exciting finishes on your resume, and to think about that you didn't have that level of killer instinct, and it's gonna be different. It's exciting to think about.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's like when everybody says like you are your worst enemy, it is very true. It's like you are your own worst enemy. Like you'll go in there, and I feel like I don't know. I've been holding something off, and for me, I think it's time to let it go, and really just let shit fly by.
For sure. Now, training partners for this camp, man. I'm pretty sure you've been training with a lot of the guys there. Is Brandon Royval back in training?
Man, that kid is amazing. By the way, the dedication and the love for this sport is ridiculous. It's inspiring to even see that kid. Like, even when he was hurt, like he just had a surgery and he was in training, and he walks up to us. He was like, "Please kick me out of the gym if I'm here." And this guy will show up every day. I was like, "What are you doing? Stay home. Like, you cannot even move your shoulder. Like, you're not even supposed to be walking right now." And this guy walking to the gym, hit the bag, just shadow box with one arm, like, the awkward kid, just like this and this. It's incredible how this guy is. And I think he has like a couple more weeks, like 4 more weeks, and he's full on back. So I'm very excited to have him back. But my training partners, man, it's been hell of a crazy training partners, man. I've been going with light heavyweights because I got to go with 6 foot guys. I've been going with an amateur, actually. His name is Todd. He's a perfect look. He's exactly like Sean Woodson, like height wise and measure wise. So that's it's like literally different. I trained with Dustin Jacoby. He just fought last week, this Saturday. So, man, getting hit by those guys, it's a different game. It's like I go from 45ers to middleweights. Josh Frim is fighting for the middleweight belt. It's been insane.
Yeah, man. But it's also been fun, right?
Oh man, it's been hilarious. You get to talk smack to each other. You go with the big guy, and then they try to hit you, and then when they crack you good, you got to learn how to have the poker face. So it's been fun.
Definitely, man. The last time, you were coming off back-to-back losses, you finished your next opponent flying knee. What can we expect in this Sean Woodson fight?
My goal is definitely, like I said, my mental. Like I've been through this in LFA.
Mhm.
Now it's like it's deja vu. It's happening in the UFC. But I'm definitely expecting to finish, man. I'm putting everything that I worked and then focused on. It's definitely gonna be a great fight.
All right, June 6th, UFC Fight Night. I don't
June
know if
5th.
it's June 5th. I don't even know if it's in Vegas, right? Because we don't know for sure. Do you
They
know?
told me it's in Vegas,
Okay. All right.
so I
All right.
assume it's in Vegas. I could be wrong, but they told me in Vegas. I'm pretty sure I'm flying to Vegas. If something happened, I'm pretty sure they'll post it. But
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully by then they would have a crowd in that Apex, right? Because they're talking about it.
man, that would be the best thing. Oh my God, watching the Miami card gave me chills, literally chills.
Yeah, it was just a different feeling, even watching
Oh
it
my
on
God.
TV.
That was amazing. That was just
That was one of the
amazing.
craziest cards of all time. Youssef, thank you, man, so much for your time, and enjoy the rest of your night. And we'll see you, man. All the best to you.
Thank you, my man. You enjoy your day. Yeah, I know it's the morning for you. I just noticed this. So you enjoy your day. Well, thank you, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.